How you feel? Really? Really? How you? What? I will not stand for no bull crap. I will not panic, I pull back. I just demand my respect, and if that can't be granted, then I might just full snap. Do it. Really? 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 That's how you feel? Really? Really? That's how you feel?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Welcome to another episode of That's How You Feel. Of course, you know who I am. The hostess with the mostest. Never mind what they try to tell y'all any other time, of course. I'm Chucky Love.
Still the least.
I'm trying to get through it fast, and she still find time to say something anyway. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get to her.
Always time for Kay.
It is always time for Kay. How you doing today?
I'm amazingly wonderful.
You look great. That was a hell of an adjective, girl. That was a compound adjective.
I'm complex.
You are. You are. Next up, we got Shay Speaks Live. How you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful.
Oh.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
That's right.
I can't wait to see what you gonna say today. It's gonna be nice. Cuzzo, how you doing today?
Just trying to share this mic and social distance at the same time. It's the health episode, and they got me.
You see how you back
Tell
back?
this
Like,
Yeah, I'm absolutely magnificent, dwelling in the divine, my brother.
I'm glad to hear that. Welcome, Hip Hop Peru. If y'all don't know, he changed his name like Prince.
Yeah.
No Prince changed it to a
It's
sign.
just that you know that hawk, that phoenix or whatever. With the
You got to
damn-
lean in. I ain't got COVID.
I know, man. It just feel weird. Is there a heart? Nah.
Is there a heart in the house tonight?
But yeah, everything's great, man. You know, enjoying Black History Month.
Cut the mics.
I thought he was gonna do it.
oh my God.
You don't want to do the song?
But today we're so thankful. So you see that we have an extra person sitting up here.
Yes.
He joined us on our last show. We're so glad he was able to come back with us. Blue Pill, hey now.
Peace, love, and light. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
on the
absolutely.
program. It's an
Brother Blue.
honor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Indeed.
For sure.
And as y'all know, as we mentioned, I think 3 or 4 times already, this is the health episode. So not just any type of health, right?
What the hell?
What the health is going on. It's 2021 now, and I think it's very important that we get a good idea of what the hell we should be doing with our health. From COVID to taking care of ourselves to taking care of those around us if need be. Because, you know, people are crazy. So at the end of the day, we were able to get a great special guest to come in on the show. Holistic trainer, health extravagant. I'm terrible at this. Anthony Strayhorn, how you doing today? You good, sir?
Amazing, man.
Thank you so much for coming
Put a
through to
big
the
back here
show.
today. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
me. You know,
Tell us about you. Tell the people who you are before we go ahead and get into this whole thing.
sure. So who I am a person that really loves to connect people to themselves at deeper levels, to have them understand that they are the sole controller of their life, you know, the master of fate, captain their soul. And I activate people by helping them see what's their highest beliefs, deepest truths, and creating awareness around how their environments are impacting their health, mentally, emotionally, socially, spiritually, and to help to re-script, to reprogram themselves so that they can create a new program,
Yeah.
to create a new reality.
I like it.
You know,
That's amazing. So it's something, and y'all both got these beautiful rings
They're
and stuff on
rocked
y'all. Man, can y'all talk to us about? Cause I don't got nothing.
You just got a little
Nothing.
opal with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Like,
Thanos too.
each ring has
Thanos, right?
some type of significance to mine.
You couldn't do the ring anyway because your hands itch.
Yeah, so I a lot of I'm into elements and animals, particularly things that represent duality, even though duality is just really one, when you really think about it. So I have 2 wolves on one finger. My pinky ring is 2 wolves together, and there's an old Native American tale where a young Native American boy asks the chief, "So, which wolf will grow faster in my life?" You know, like something to do with like this was lesson of wisdom, and he said, "Whatever wolf you feed." So it's like both wolves. It's 2 different parts of yourself that exist, and whatever part that you feed will grow. So if it's hatred, hatred will grow. If it's love, love will grow. If it's healing, you know, whatever that is. So, and wolves travel in packs. They believe in connection. They believe in having herd, because we're naturally that way, biologically.
Socially,
We are wired to be in community, to be in circles, circles together, and it's also sacred geometry in that too. And then there's my wedding ring, which is titanium, and it has a whole bunch of etches in it. which is this representative that life is going to etch you up.
Okay.
Message.
But it also gives you this sense of character. So I like it. And then there's the lion. And I like it because it looks very just pronounced, you know, and it's very like, out. This was a ring that was from one of my uncles. It was a opal and a mother of pearl. The stones fell out. So I just kept the ring.
It's dope.
Okay.
And then I have another one that has 2 angels, like angel skulls. And it's another combination or another symbol of duality. And the other one I have coral and turquoise. And then this is just another little simple ring. You know,
What about you, Blue? God damn, y'all,
Yes,
y'all got
yes.
them. He ready, boy. He like, yeah, check this out.
Instruments. This joint right here, this is a shungite ring. It's pyramid shape. You know what I'm saying? Shungite is because of a mineral in it called fullerenes. It actually converts radioactivity. You know, and it's wonderful for 5G technology, right? It can possibly, you know, save you from the harmful effects. This is a lapis ring with onyx.
Lapis lazuli.
Yes, lapis lazuli.
I got the crystal in my pocket.
A stone that they herald in Kemet as a stone of royals. Yes, it was a very powerful stone. I got this drip, this Tibetan piece of drip.
Hey,
Lazuli in it as well, some coral, you know, and what appears to be turquoise. I don't quite know if it is turquoise though, but it's an elaborate piece of you know, jewelry and drip nonetheless.
drippage.
Yes, this is these are amber. You know what I'm saying? And we know how antiquated and old amber is. You know, some amber goes back millions of years. I have the double crocodiles. This is made by a legendary jeweler in our community called Foot Doctor. And I have my Heru piece. Right? Shout out to Hip Hop Heru.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, the Heru to me symbolizes the hero's journey. You know, what we're all gonna undertake in this journey of life. And this is the Kepara, which also represents the daily rebirthing of the sun, the renewal. The fact that we are born again every day. You know what I'm saying? We renew our vows. You know what I'm saying? And you should wake up and you should salute, not worship the sun. You know what I'm saying? But you should acknowledge it as the life giver,
For
as
sure.
the life bearer. Not saying it's the only source of life in the universe. I'm just saying that, you know, it gives us life. It gives us sustenance. You know, a day or two without the sun, we be in our feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Be in our feelings for real.
And we need the sun. You know, we can talk about the health component aspect of it. So our ancestors understood the importance of the sun. They didn't deify it, but they acknowledged it through 4 stages. You know, the first daily stage was the red light. You know, that ultra
Dust, like when the sun first pop up. Yeah.
So
That's beautiful.
you know, so functional, you know, jewelry, stuff that always has a meaning to remind you. You know what I'm saying?
Of its purpose and
its-
something
of
specific
its purpose and of our connection
to
to it.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
I like it. Yeah.
That's what crystals. I
For
try to
sure.
explain to people. That's what crystals tend to do. Like,
Like crystals and metals,
Yeah.
you know, crystals
Yeah.
in particular. The timeline of man on the planet has always been debated and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get into that, but I'll acknowledge the fact that stones are ancient. They have been here for a very long time and they're functional.
Yep.
They all serve a purpose.
Yep.
And these metals, you know what I'm saying, are also highly functional.
Conductors
And they're conductors, and you know, a metal like gold is called a noble metal. You know what I'm saying? I just like that term of what it exemplifies, what it means, and then if we're able to fuse that into our own daily demonstration and you know, personal build out, it's like, how can we go wrong if we're constantly being reminded of our nobleness? Okay.
so is there a way that these pieces tie into actual health or holistic health?
Yes.
How so? I just like to, you know, for the people who don't know. Yeah.
Again,
However, talk about.
as I said, you know, they're functional, so they have different medicinal attributes, you know, that come with them. You know what I'm saying? Like the shungite in particular, it helps. It's anti-radiation. It will help alkalize your water. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm from Stone Mountain, Blue. If I had a cup of this water and I took that Shanghai and I dipped that shit in this cup of water,
Person, but
if we dip that Shanghai into this damn cup, and I'm drinking alkaline water,
Yeah.
hamburger.
You would let it sit though. You wouldn't dip it.
Right.
Right, you let it
Right.
You would let it sit. You know,
That's charcoal.
the brother has a
Tourmaline.
nice piece of
Tourmaline.
tourmaline on.
I
He
got
has
tourmaline.
a nice piece of citrine.
I got citrine.
No, this
You
is
know-
Sun guy too.
Oh, that's sugar as well. Okay.
Yeah, I got tourmaline was green.
Well, there's different colors.
Okay.
There's multiple colors of a lot of stones.
It
There's
is.
like 7 different colors of jade.
Oh, yeah, right.
Facts.
So
So
there's a lot of
the
stuff.
citrine is a money stone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I
Yeah.
want to create, or if I want to amplify my field, right? And my field is my magnetic field. So I'm putting things into that to amplify it, to give it a stronger resonance.
Yep.
And I want to attract money.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying? I
yep.
want to, my thoughts are things. So my thoughts that are now being amplified by these different devices that I have on my person and around my person is just sending out a stronger signal. So I'm calling forth, you know, these things that I want to manifest in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm using assistants. I'm using aids that will, you know, make it pop even quicker or stronger.
Chuck, put it up, man. dog.
put it.
We all in conversation
Anthony,
talking about it.
Anthony,
I
so
had a
Anthony.
pouch like that.
So
for
Anthony,
years.
look, he's going all the way through. Look.
Let's talk about health. Okay, I'm sorry.
Come on now.
So,
You can't do this with
So-
a person who don't know how to focus.
so what's the difference between holistic health and traditional health, and why should we be focused on? I mean, why would I be focused on what you talking about as opposed to me going to the doctor? You know what I mean? It's COVID out here. I can get sick.
Yeah.
That shit ain't finna help me from getting sick.
Well, we're a whole people. We're a part of the whole. So naturally, we are not holistic in nature. So it's, you know, the term conventional a lot of times has equations to disconnection. You know, it not seeing the totality and not considering all energetic levels. So when you talk about how these stones help you, and
Not
if,
just
and if
physical.
you know about the colors of the chakras, and they're actually pronounced technically chakra.
Whoa. So all y'all Negroes out there were like, my chakras is
And I
underlined.
was saying it for years. I went to a yoga seminar, and the true pronunciation of it is chakra. It sounds, but we westernized it, and
Yeah,
it's,
right.
it's nothing
For sure,
wrong.
for
It's
sure.
just, you know,
How we say it.
learning. Different colors represent different things. You know, like
Different
he was
levels of the
saying,
chakra, yeah.
That the citrine is orange, so is our solar plex.
Right, solar
right.
plex.
Solar plex
Yeah.
represents creative energy, so the attraction of money, the attraction of wealth. So you can also just think about what parts of your body you want to heal and to bring more light into. Then you want to get a stone of that color.
My shit is dirty, but I'm with you though.
Turquoise, blue stones, lapis, great for the throat chakra.
Okay.
You need to speak your mind. You need to speak up for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Put some blue stones on your throat.
Let me tell you something, Cayman. I'm tired of you always
Don't
telling
get
me
choked.
I ain't
Don't
good
let
enough.
that stone choke you. Don't let it choke.
Let me tell you something, Kay. You ain't finna keep D-boying me on the camera. I'm feeling bold. I'm feeling bold. I got my little piece on my neck. Let me tell you, you ain't finna keep telling
Just
me.
remember that.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So,
And I just want to say too, it's like you have to also embody. You have to embody what these stones are too.
Yeah.
It's not
Thank
just
you. Can you repeat that one more
Yeah.
time for the ignoramus to the right of me? Thank you.
you saw how long it took her to say the right of her?
you have to, you know, like you have to be the crystal. Meaning, like, yes, the crystal has magnifying properties to it. However, if you just wear crystals, but you're eating shitty food, you hang around shitty people,
Right. Drinking.
that's not gonna really
Right.
counterbalance that.
Right.
And so, but it's
That's why your stone's dirty.
No, it's just because of this leather.
oh
but
damn.
yeah.
That count too. No, but you know what? Even though she's joking, it's true to that because I can tell the difference when I'm not working out, when I'm not eating healthy, when I'm not. Because they all are in conjunction, right? In order for your mind to work right, you got to feed it properly. In order to have your mind functioning, in order for you to be spiritual properly, to think right, your mind got to be right.
That a man thinking.
Yeah, like
Certainty.
it all has to, one don't pop off without the other, and then you have all that inner synchronicity. And then I feel great when I meditate, and let me go 2 days without doing it. I feel the difference too.
Okay.
Is this I wonder what are some more health benefits from, and even if people don't choose to go with crystals, because this is more spiritual. This is it's existential thinking. Not everybody can appreciate this type of stuff, and that's fine, because people are like, man, you still pray to rocks.
I just feel like it's just science, man. It's just science.
Metaphysics?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
These are
science.
minerals and stones, and they have scientific properties.
You be knowing, about
They got
this stuff.
scientific properties, and you know what I'm saying, amplify different things. Like, it's just science. It ain't really about your belief system
Right.
and all that. Like,
It's electrons.
I feel like at
protons,
the end of the day, you need to have a belief in something. I myself am a believer. I am in a relationship with God, but I think that I don't do religion.
right.
But what I have an issue with is that you don't believe in anything,
Yeah.
and you wonder why you don't do anything.
Ain't got no lane.
That's an
No
issue
low.
for me. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's the rocks, the sand, the dirt, whatever your thing is, believe in something other than you, because that's where there's an issue for me. Like, you have nothing that you believe in, and then you are at a place of wondering, and you don't even believe in self. Like, that's more than anything. I think that my belief in God is one thing, because I was raised that way, right? I learned him myself, so that's why I say I'm in relationship. But I also have a good belief in me and my
for
abilities,
sure. Yeah.
and believing that I was made in his image for me to be so I feel like a lot of people take the word or anything and they want to make it go for you. Like, even in our show that we did, just talking about how we take on the identities and the belief systems of others. I've gone through and I've gotten my own belief. That's why I say, I'm not religious.
What show you talking
but
about,
I'm
Kate, that
also-
y'all did?
The show that we did when we did it with.
Oh, I'm just saying, didn't nobody know that? I just wanted you to say it on air so people know what
I mean,
episode,
say the-
Look.
so they know which one
back
to
what I was
reference.
saying before I was so ignorantly interrupted, and that is just the fact of, again, finding a belief in something. I have belief in myself, but I had to also go through a journey of understanding that it was I that I could count on. And so I think that people don't want to go on that journey, because then you have to see the things that you can't count on yourself for, or the things that you've counted yourself out for. So I think that when you get into having a belief in something, and you know what, some people don't believe in even tomorrow, just that simple. And so I think that even as we get into this about health, I feel like while a lot of people didn't initially take it seriously, is because they didn't believe. Everybody got some kind of critic or some kind of conspiracy theory piece of them, but I think a lot of it is, first, people don't believe in things because they don't believe in self, and because they don't have anything to equate it to, like something tangible. Because the spirit, that's the other part. I feel like where a lot of times religious people who say, I believe in God or whatever, can't get with the spiritual side. But if you know anything about God for real, it's all spiritual. So how
Right, that's
how is
crazy,
such
right,
an amazing
right.
disconnection? You know what I'm saying?
They
so I
put them
just,
against each other almost.
in all, I was just saying us being able to have a belief in something, because that a man think is a lot of people's negative thinking, like you were saying about just the crystals. You have to be them.
Yep.
A lot of people's thinking is half of the reason why they walk around not just ignorant but sick, literally,
Right.
because of their beliefs.
Message.
So, and let me ask you this, Anthony, you have an unorthodox approach to what you do with your clients. Speak on that.
So, training or physicality is just the medium from which we have a conversation.
Okay.
Because ultimately, what we're doing is we're looking at our body as a representation of what's going on in all other levels. Meaning that while the body shows up the way it shows up, it's also telling us what's going on in your spiritual fitness, emotional fitness, mental, and social. Who you hang around, what you eat, what you listen to, all show up in your body, because your body is registering energy. It just picks it up. It doesn't judge you. We judge it. Our mind judges the body, but the body's just like, I'm here. I'm just existing. I'm just showing you the totality, the summation of everything that you're around, what you're intaking.
It's good.
And so when I'm training people, I'm taking them to very slow movements. I'm also showing them that these movements are representative of life. Squatting, pulling up, pushing up, sitting up for yourself in life, standing up for what you believe in, pulling yourself up. Sometimes you don't want to stand up, so you need to stand up, you need to squat. So you need to build the physicality to connect with the spirituality, and they're not separate. So when people talk about, I'm into holistic health, I'm into holistic, integrative, homeopathic, well, then you understand the body is the grounded source energy of all that.
Right.
But bro, do you even meditate?
I know, right?
But bro, do you take?
Yeah. But you can do also, it's like, there's the grounded exercises, the physical, the yoga, the asana, the nutrition. And
What is asana?
Asana just means physical. It means movement in yoga.
Is that ASANA?
ASANA. Yeah. It means it's the movement. It's the postures, the seats.
Okay.
In yoga, the different parts, which actually prepare you to sit. So a lot of yoga is we just see the asana. We don't see the 7 other limbs of yoga, which deal with meditation, breath work. Service.
The different ways of holding your hands and transferring energy.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Because it's a lot more than just physicality, obviously. And so where was I going with that? No, it's good. It's
Just the
good.
condition of the wholeness with the body.
Yeah. So the body's just showing up out as all the things that are going on with you. And so I'm just helping people just get more in tune with all those other parts of themselves so that they create a more sustainable longevity experience for themselves, because ultimately we are seeking to have quality of life,
Right.
Absolutely.
and it's not about necessarily having things, it's about having context to understand what gives you the quality that gives you that electricity to flow every day to do the things that you want to do, so that you have capacity, you have bandwidth, you have range of motion, you can do so many different things at 80, 90, 120. Yeah.
Hopefully, right.
Right.
Yeah, because it's this momentum. The more we close ourselves off, the more we don't continue to, cultivate our energy. That's death. That in itself is like a death.
Right.
And so we have to learn how to break the death habit.
It's good.
I know, and it's not something you just do overnight, but it's constantly something
It's
you're
a
in
habit.
inquiry of, like, will this add to my energy or does this take away? And what's the net? Who's adding more to my energy than siphoning it off?
Who and what? That's good.
And what? All of that.
Okay.
All of it. So,
And so, we are talking about, of course, what the health, of course, coronavirus is, the major thing in the forefront here. Touch on a little bit. What are your thoughts on the vaccination?
Don't do that shit.
Dang it.
Come
See?
on, let's jump into it real
yo,
quick.
it's so funny because I just watched a video from Sadhguru and Deepak Chopra, and they both were like, "What are y'all doing?"
Right.
And it's nothing is going to be more powerful than the body. Nothing, because we have a divine alchemy in it. It knows how to take care of itself. We can just get out the way. We complicate
Say
life.
that one more time for the people who they missed it when you came through real quick.
We know our body knows how to heal itself.
Right.
It has it is a perfect closed loop system. When I say that, meaning that it was already
Circuitry is
packed
already-
with everything.
That's good.
Everything it
Be
needs.
self-sustaining.
We interfere with it.
That's what it instantly made me think about was a scar. Like, imagine when you fall and like when you were young and you scraped your knee before Neosporin, before anything. Literally,
Facts.
you went. Your mom may have cleaned it off with some water, maybe some soap, and within a day or so, you started to see it heal itself.
Scab itself.
Yeah, it scabbed itself. And then this is something that I tell my kids this all the time. If you don't pick a scab and you allow the scab to go through its process, it heals. It don't even leave a scar.
Right.
Yeah.
It heals and it literally remakes its skin, and you don't see it. And I think that's something that people don't put enough. Again, another thing that's common, so common, but it's still like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Because-
that's a good observation and that's a good analogy. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, because we live in a society of fatalism
and mimicry.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, like I can't go outside looking like I'm healing. I have to be totally glamored and healed
Right.
up.
Yeah.
I better not go out here without my tooth.
Yeah, that part, right? So, you know, when you live in a society like that, then it necessitates things to be so microwaved and fast, and there becomes an audience for it. You know, they're just gonna serve up what the demand is, or what the perceived demand is, because this is all marketing.
Yeah, because it's
You know?
socially acceptable. We all are looking to be socially accepted in a world that doesn't accept itself. There's nothing
That
in
part,
our
right.
society that's socially accepted at
Doesn't
all.
even accept
But we are
itself.
striving to be socially accepted instead of
That's
first
right.
being self-accepted, and
Well,
that's the biggest problem.
That's
Right.
a byproduct of social engineering
Absolutely.
by social scientists.
Absolutely.
But like you said, in a society that is not even socially comfortable with itself.
With itself.
You know what I'm saying? But we are attempting to fit into that paradigm, and we're bruising and hurting ourselves, you know, in the process. And I like what the brother said, you know, and I often remind people, you know, even coming from the health and wellness industry, you know, elder told me, he's like, we're not healers, you know, we're helpers. And, you know, it's important
Right.
to put that out, because the people have to understand the dynamic. Your body is the healer. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that you can do is help your body. So then that leaves you to ask the question, are you your body? Or are you just visiting?
So I love you saying it like
You're
that.
a passenger in that seat. But your body is doing its own auto driving.
Yeah.
You're a passenger.
Yeah,
Right.
for real.
They
Right.
want to, you know, take over the wheel and take it through the drive-through. It's like, bro, I was really going to get us some kale, and you took us to Mickey.
No, that right.
Your mind is here with me,
Yeah.
but your body is at KFC.
Yeah,
That's it.
your body ain't do that. You did that.
You did that.
Yeah.
You got
yeah,
in the way of your body,
Ego.
right?
And that's
And so you said, it's funny you said I was going to get the kale. And anytime I think about kale, it is a superfood, right? I love kale, right?
that's a branding. That's a branding label. Yeah.
Right.
But it's
Talk about, because you've been a vegan for how long?
almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
And an athlete as a vegan,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
is a little. It adds a little bit more to it, because there is a large misconception that you can't be at a certain athletic performance
Right.
being
Without
vegan.
protein.
Not-
Right.
It's not as much anymore, but it used to be a lot. You know,
Trying to say
I was-
you're missing protein.
Well,
You're
yeah, they
wrong.
say we
All
need to
kinda
eat
stuff.
the meat for the protein.
yeah,
So-
that's your. That's
So
a-
what other sources can we get protein from?
Oh man, wow.
Iron.
I mean, all kind of stuff.
Actual minerals.
I mean, I tell people all the time, you don't have to eat a lot of beans, but that's a source. But you don't even have to do that. I mean, quinoa, for example, chia seeds, airmint. There's teff flour, which is in injera bread. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can eat. And even there are foods that are more protein dense, which may have more protein, but there's also stuff that's less protein dense, but you still get protein. So you might get some protein from an orange or a pineapple, but it might be in lower
Dosage, right.
or a lower constant profile of it, where it might have more carbohydrates. So, but you can still get it. And also, there's this huge inflated idea that you have to have so much protein, much protein. You really don't, you know? And there is a certain threshold of it, and you will be able to figure that out. Your body will tell you, oh, I need a little bit more to eat. And it'll send a signal to your body, hey, I want this. So you just, the more in tune you are with your body, just listen to it. It knows.
With that, I want to, so that answers your question, Shay. You asked about the COVID, or we should be taking the medicine or the vaccine or not. And it sounds like the answer to that question, beyond the hell no, right? But the logical reason behind that is because health-wise. What? Well, y'all can't hear me? Y'all can't see me? Don't nobody want to see my ugly face? No way, man. Look, all right. So anyway, but the reasoning behind that, though, of course, it sounds like we are our own medicine. We are our own best defense against COVID. Instead of getting an injection, getting it put in you when you probably weren't going to get it, but instead of getting it put in you so that you can defend it, if your body is already taken care of from diet, exercise, having it optimally, yeah. You know,
Lifestyle.
Yeah,
It's really a
and the
lifestyle
thing is,
change.
it's not that we're trying to avoid any type of so-called sickness.
Right.
It's that we are preparing our bodies so
to
that
take
it can-
whatever.
it can bounce back
Right.
quick.
Right.
Because when your body has an invader, a pathogen that is not, it knows exactly what to do.
Right.
And so, but if
That's
we put
good.
artificial tenets in our body, then our body doesn't get to exercise. So there is almost like this immunity fitness it has to go through. It's like saying, I'm ready for a track meet, but I ain't never ran because I've been putting other things in front of it. So to prevent me from actually doing the work. Your body has to get practice. You got to get exposed to it. And right now, all of us in here have 1 million strands of bacteria and viruses all over us.
Yes, we are
actually
primarily
help
bacteria.
us,
Bacteria, yeah.
First.
Yes.
Before we are human, we are bacteria.
Yep.
There's more bacteria on us than our human cells.
Yep.
And
Don't you get your
it's
bacteria
good
on me.
bacteria.
Yes.
Right.
Yep. And it's actually what helps us to fight off bacteria that is harmful to us.
Right.
So if we kill it all,
you're going to get even sicker quicker.
it's like you remove your barriers.
Yeah.
You remove your guards.
So go outside, people.
Be a firewall.
Go outside.
Yep.
It's all right.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So no to the vaccine.
So no to the vaccine.
for me, that's
For
Right.
you.
In a climate like this, though, that is so hypersensitive and there's a lot of fear being pumped, you know what I'm saying? How do you get in front of people in a timely fashion for them to gain the confidence, which only could come through the education, to say, I'm going to prioritize my health and not go with the experts are telling me?
Right.
How do you convey that?
So I talk to a lot of people personally, and I also talk on social media about certain things. I focus on lifestyle. I focus on lifestyle practice as a primary way of setting ourselves up for the best scenarios that we can. And I also tell people, it's like, you have to be mindful about who you hang around, because your programming is going to start from the people you hang around. Your energy, you're in an energetic vortex everywhere you go. And the more in tune you are with, my body, like my body will tell you, I feel a little heavy when I go over here. Well, maybe it's instantly telling you. It's like that sixth sense. It's the ESP.
Body of intelligence.
Yeah, the body.
You have a auric field
Yes.
that's intelligent that picks up on other auras. It's like,
Yep.
I don't know, child. Forcing yourself to go against your own intelligence.
Right.
That's that metaphysics, man.
Yeah, it's the metaphysics. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Interesting.
So that's, I mean, it's not easy either, because we are because many of us are plugged into social media. There is constant psychological warfare,
Facts.
missiles being shot through the channels.
For sure.
So to counter it, you have to be a model of it. Because when people
create your algorithm,
yes, you create it.
personalized for you.
When
Yes.
they see that you're the model of health and then you're okay, they be like, okay, then maybe I should try that then.
Right.
Because ultimately, people are going to pay
Lead
more
by
attention
example,
to how
for
you're
sure.
being,
Yeah.
versus than what you talk.
Right. You can't tell me to be healthy and you don't be
Right.
healthy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just how close do I live on my line of integrity?
Yep.
And it's not that we don't get off. It's how those that win get back to the center quick. How much of yourself are you centered? You know, and that's really what. It's not being perfect, you know, and not to be self-righteous or anything like that. That's not what I'm going for. It's just
Okay.
So if I was off or not there, how do we get it together? How if I wanted to get to that point, how do we pull it together? I'm with you. We finna close it out. They don't need you to look at me like that.
Okay, because you what you will do, Chucky, let me tell you something.
They
So,
finna tell me
we got-
about me
let tell you
again,
about
right?
yourself now. We got 2 minutes, right? I would love for Anthony to, really, let the audience know in particular, what advice would you give them in 2021? Because we're at the beginning of the year, correct? We are in Aquarian season too. Happy birthday. But,
Yeah, thank you.
but what advice did you want to give the audience? What's the first or second thing they need to really focus on focusing on their health? Top three. Give us the top 3 and then let them know where they can find you.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna think about something very practical right now. Cut back on your social media daily, like especially as it relates to, like, if you follow big news networks, if you're watching a lot of TV or radio, dial back on some of that, because that is your regularly scheduled programming returning back to you. Ever notice that symbol that comes up? We now return you back to your regularly scheduled programming. They tell you what they're doing, but you don't see it because it's so subtle. So back off on that. That's one thing that helps to subconsciously shift the programming in your mind around what you're so fearful of or what you're supposed to believe. Because that right there is huge. That's like warfare that most people don't even see
Facts.
happening. And it's all over the world.
People don't know it's happening. It's
Yeah.
good.
Find your tribe. Find your people.
Absolutely.
And you will notice a slight pull subtly to those people that are aligned with you. And it's like, find that. And then you build your source field around you. You build your team. And you're and that helps to keep you accountable to different things that you say you want to do, who you want to be, and what you want to experience.
Absolutely.
So how you all are together, and you all have a very common life experience that helps you all stay in that frequency, and they'll be able to keep that yield consistently coming.
Right.
So I would say, do those things, and also remember to love yourself, and that's a big thing. Love yourself. What does that mean? Slowly start to accept the small things about you that's unique, that's eccentric, that's quirky, that's weird. Love it.
Yeah.
Because that's
I do.
That's currency. That's energy. And when you start to love that, you teach people that it's okay for me to love my scars. Whatever that scar looks like. Because that's the beauty of life. Life is a scar. That's why this ring is etched the way it is, because it's something about going through life, going through pain, going through joy, experiencing all of it. Healing, and healing is not like a one-time thing.
Right.
And it's like you said, the body is the vessel to healing. It is the actual experience of healing. And so those are the things. I hope that was clear.
Yeah.
And
I
so
got
how
it.
can the audience follow you?
Oh yeah. So I'm on Instagram at strayfit.lifestyle. So STRAYFIT.lifestyle. I'm also on Facebook as Anthony Strayhorn. I also have a business page, Stray Fit, and it's also Straight from the Norm. That's actually my coaching program title that I use for helping people. Yeah, Straight from the Norm, because I usually try to lead people off the beaten path. Pattern interrupt. And that's just a way of like disrupting the program a little bit, so we can reprogram, so to speak. Unlearn. Like in Higher Learning, at the very end of that movie said unlearn, and then Morpheus teaching Neo like, I'm teaching you how to reprogram. That's really what he was teaching him. He's like, you've been programmed so many years. Now it's time to reprogram you, or to program you. And really, he was teaching him to think infinitely.
And independently.
And when he saw that, that's why he saw himself connected to everything.
Right.
At the very end of the first movie, he's like, I am everything. We're all one. I know we gotta go. So yeah.
That was dope.
Awesome. And so I definitely want to thank you for coming on
Yeah,
to the show,
man.
We can always go on and on and on.
These topics are deep.
Yeah, for sure. And so in Blue, we want to thank you for definitely coming on the show. Where can the audience find you?
Over on social media at Blue Pillar 44. Come and check us out at the Discord group, biggestcryptoplayever.com. Goldwater.com, GOLDEWATER is where you can benefit yourself by getting some bona fide products and materials.
Hell yeah.
Right.
I want some of that gold water.
This has been That's How You Feel, and at the end of the show what time it is. It's time for Kay's final say, and this is what Kay has to say on today, and that is, be you on purpose. Love the hell out of yourself. Listen, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Take your thinking, change your mindset from limited thinking to infinite thinking, and that's how I feel. We out.
Period.
Peace.
Hey, man, don't take that damn COVID test, man. Because the next thing you know, you're going to look like the little horse at the end of Sorry to Bother You. You know how everybody turned into horses? That's going to be you.
Unfortunately, he never gets that. K's final say is the final say. He just got to talk.
I just thought Cuzzo had to say something before you did.
No, we had 1 minute.
I vouched.
I
was fighting for you, Cuzzo. Okay, that's because they working.
Thanks for joining us here at the RV show out at the Cobb Galleria. We had an extraordinary time. We had a lot of different individuals who came to us with their pains and that they've been dealing with for years. And we've actually been able to stop it in a matter of seconds.
I couldn't do that before. You see this? I couldn't do that either. and the pain is dissipated down. I can now move my shoulder, move my neck. I love this stuff.
Hi, my name's Kathy. I'm from Marietta. Yeah, I have osteoarthritis. I tried it on my neck and my neck's feeling better. I tried it on my hand and I can actually move my hand without a lot of pain, which is the first time in quite some time that I've been able to even do that. So yeah, this is great. I'm definitely going on with a bottle.